I'm tripping, cause we're spending the night, and it feels alright, but it's over now. Time keeps slipping, with your skin next to mine, and your lips I can fight, but it's over now. You brought out the best in me.
Take you guys through every step. Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I was attempting a pin-up doll look and I hope I achieved it. So yeah, this is definitely not an everyday look. It's more like a costumey kind of look. The hair was a 613 unit. I had made it, it's a closure unit, and I dyed it using the Adore dye in the color Ruby Red, color number 68. And I only had to use one container of the Adore dye, and I successfully got this color. It's so vivid and red and I absolutely love it. I installed the glue, I installed the lace using the glue, the Ghost Bond glue. And yeah, so I also did this makeup look. It may not be perfect, but it's good enough for me for this video. And so I was attempting to recreate like an old vintage vixen look, and I think I achieved it. So I'm very happy with the way it came out. I don't usually wear extremely long units unless it's like for like an event. Otherwise I just like being comfortable, and the wig is very well laid and very light. It's made with 3 bundles and a closure, and it's very voluminous, as you can see. So if you want like a unique look for yourself, just let me know. So yeah, so this is just a hair makeup tutorial. I'll actually take you guys through how I dyed the hair. It's so easy. You will be so surprised how easy it is to just use the watercolor method. Then I'll also take you through the makeup tutorial. Today I attempted to cut a crease, which, well, it didn't go as I expected and none of the colors match, but whatever. I think it's good enough for the video because I'm actually going to wash the makeup once I'm done with this. And yeah, so here is my pin-up doll look. So I hope you guys enjoyed the videos. If it will be too long, I'll split them into 2 videos for how I did the hair and styled the hair, and then the installation and the makeup tutorial. So let me do my thumbnails and I'll see you guys in the next one. Also if you like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. So guys, I'll be showing you how to wear this wig. It's a 4x4 closure wig. The original color was 613, but then I used the Adore dye to dye the hair.
With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave. With us it's all or nothing, oh, but guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing, but guess I need more of you. You say it during night, but in the morning you just leave.
Okay guys, the hair is taking shape. So this is actually what I had envisioned. This side, not this side. This is what I had in mind when I made this wig. So let's just push the hair a bit forward. Okay, here we go. Perfect. So when the lace is sitting where you want it to sit, okay, I don't feel like removing the wig again, so I'll just put some adhesive using the tiny comb.
In the morning you just leave. I need more of.
You can just use some very little glue. You don't have to use too much because it's just a closure. So there isn't much laying that you need to do. It's just for the look that I'm doing. So just put a little at the end of your comb and then come and apply where you want the lace to lie. Then, because you should not touch glue with your hands because they're oily, they usually have natural oils. Just go in with a comb and lay it. Then let's play with our baby hairs using mousse.
But guess I need more of you. With us it's all or nothing.
Then you can pin back the hair. It's a pin. Just a bit, you don't want to spoil the bang that you have here at the front. Then you take your elastic band and you tie your hair as tightly as possible. So while we wait for the lace to lay, we can now go ahead and do our makeup. So when I'm doing my face, okay, I'm not a makeup guru, but when I'm doing my face, I always start with my e.l.f. primer. It's the mineral infused face primer. It's the one that is for oily skin. So the reason I like this primer is, one, it's not very expensive, and two, it really helps my foundation glide on my face when I apply my foundation. And also, before I draw my eyebrows on, I like my eye pencil gliding through my face, giving me a very creamy eye makeup. So then I'll come in with my spoolie brush, and I'll brush my eyebrows in the direction that I want them to go. Usually I have very thick eyebrows. Okay, not very thick, but I have very massive eyebrows in size, but then they are not very dense, if you know what I'm saying. So when I shape them, I have to be very careful how I shape them. So I'll just comb my hairs upwards because I like that look of having hair. Then here is my part. I use an eye pencil by Cosmetic Art in the color black. It's my favorite eye pencil. It lasts for a very long time. This can go for like 6 months, and you sharpen very rarely, and it has a very good pigment. So just trim on my eyebrows. For a long time I wasn't able to do my eyebrows by myself. It was a lot of work, a lot of learning, a lot of YouTube videos, and now I can say I'm moderately good with eyebrows. Not like I'm the best, but I'm really, my eyebrows are acceptable now. So, okay, so first I draw the shape that I want for my eyebrows, and then I fill in. So to fill in my eyebrows, I usually use Usha's eyeshadow gel in the color brown. So when you buy this from, okay, I got it from Super Cosmetics. You usually get it in 2 shades. We have the black and the brown, so I just use the brown. I normally use a normal angled brush to fill in my eyebrows. So I'll just take a bit of the brown gel. I don't need so much of it. Sometimes it helps to lift my eyebrow. I don't want to put too much pigment, too much color, so that my eyebrows are not too dark.
We've been on and off again and again. I don't know which way we're going, no control. You push me, then you pull me back in. Don't know if I can decipher how your mind works. Yeah, you leave me wondering what it's like to feel your skin. I will keep on trying till you give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one.
So you can see the eyebrows are done. So you can see the eyebrows are done. I'm just going to go in with this brush again and now comb it out and blend it the way I want it to look, because I don't want them to be too dark. I also don't want them to look blocky, like I have a block on my face.
Anything to be in your arms again. So give me a sign. Give me a sign. Oh, give me a sign.
Here is the tricky part for learners. I'm going to go in with my concealer to further clean out my eyebrow. This took me a very long time to learn how to do. Where are you? This is the brush I use. It's a flat tip roundish brush. It helps direct the concealer the way I want it to do. So for my concealer, I'll go in with my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color 40. I'll just take a drop of it. I don't need too much because I don't want to have to blend a lot. So just a bit of the tip, tiny bit, a light tap. So here we go. I'm going to raise one eyebrow like this. Then I'm going to draw it slowly.
Give me a sign. Give me a sign. Baby, just give me a sign. Baby, give me a sign. Just give me one more.
You see how easily this brush curves? It just goes.
You've been texting me. Where do we go from here? I wanna go all in. So give me a sign.
At the arc.
Give me a sign.
There you go.
Baby, give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Just give me a sign. Just give me one more.
So now I have new neon eyeshadows, so let's do the eyeshadow look. And guys, I am not a pro. I am not the best at doing eyeshadows, but I'm learning. I've been watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I encourage everyone to learn. If there's anything you're interested in or passionate about, learn how to do it. It's a lot of fun. I have been waiting to shoot this video for a long time. So the colors we have are neon green, yellowish kind of. Then we have a richer green, and we have a pinkish shade. We have orange. We have blue, and finally we have purple. So I got these from Fashion Paradise, and they came with this concealer. They came with the white concealer. So the white concealer will act as a base for my eyeshadow look. But before I do the white concealer, I'm going to go in with this concealer, the Maybelline concealer, to just create a base. Then I'll create the darker, like the more nude colors at the top. Then I'll do the neon colors at the bottom. It's not that I know what I'm doing, I'm just learning along with you guys. So I always start. Don't overuse your product, but when I'm doing my eyeshadow, one thing I have learned is to draw the concealer, draw the way I want my eyeshadow to look. And I realized that I have this very upward curvature on my like my brows, my brow bone, I'd call it that, and I love the way it looks, and it's very good for doing those eye looks that we all love so much. So just work with your eyes, what they give you, make the best of it, because I think I am a hooded lid kind of a person. I'm not hooded, I don't know what I am, but here we go. You can set it with a powder, but for me I don't want to set it that much because it dries by itself and it dries well. So we go ahead and do the same to this other eye. Start at the tear duct area. I call it the upper tear duct, I don't know the name. Just creating a base on which to lay my eyeshadow. So the color I want to go with, I was either going to go with a green look or a red look, and I have decided on what. I haven't decided yet. I want something rich, something fiery, something in the family of red. There we go. Okay, done. I have concealed my eyes. Now let's start with the base color. I like going in with a rich brown color. So let's go into my Glambition palette. This is from Canvas Cosmetics. It's a very good eyeshadow palette. The pigments are really friendly for darker skinned, darker shades, brown girls like us. So for the deeper shade that I'm going with, because I'm in the red mood, I'm going to go with the color Bossy. It's really a deep reddish color. Let me point it out. And I'm going to go with this brush. It's a very good brush for applying around the sockets of the eyes. So this is the color we're going with. This is going to be our deep color. So it's kind of red, earthy. So the good thing with the Glambition palette, it's a Kenyan owned brand and it's made for black women. You can already spot the pigment. It's forming. So this is going to be like a good transition shade. Okay, I don't know if you'd call it a transition shade, but it's... But then at the top, I would also like to layer with a slightly darker color. When I'm doing eyeshadow, I wing it and I learn how to do it. I don't know. I haven't had any formal training. Everything I know, even about doing my hair, I learned from YouTube. You can see that guideline we drew with our concealer is definitely guiding how my eyeshadow will lay. So now that we are done with Bossy, I want to go in with another shade, that is the Slay shade. It's slightly darker and I want to have it on the inside just a bit. So I'll mix the Slay and the Espresso. The Espresso is a brownish shade. It's a richer color. So you can see the eyeshadow is definitely getting much richer. And as I said, this Canvas Cosmetics eyeshadows, they are, and the lipstick, they're really catered for black women, and I appreciate them for that. Also, this is not a sponsored video, I'm just sharing my makeup process. I love the pigmentation, it's very nice. I still feel like we need another slightly darker color. Let's go into my Jackie Aina palette, Anastasia Beverly Hills. So we're going to go in with the shade Credit. This is another eyeshadow palette that's meant for black women, by black women, so support your sisters. So I want to go in with this brush. By the way, I don't even know which brush is meant for what. I just use the brushes that look like will work. So yeah. It's also another rich earthy tone. It's not giving me the shade I need. I need something darker. Okay, so we're going to go in with the True Complexion Contour Palette. It was too dark for my skin, but I use it as an eyeshadow palette. It's in powder form, so it has the color, the dark color for contouring, the slightly brown color for sculpting, and the highlighter. The highlighter I use as a highlighter. I like the highlighter, but these shades were too dark for me. I found it very hard to blend them. So I'm going to go in with this shade for contour, just to give my eyebrow, my deep brown colors more definition. And it's a very good eyeshadow palette. I mean, it works really well as an eyeshadow palette. So sometimes your makeup may not work the way you intended it to work. There you go. So as you can see, it's almost black in color. Very good shade. Just great definition for your eyeshadow. Yes. This is what I wanted. Just give me one more talking to you. Here we go again, staying up all night to see if you've been texting me. Where do we go from here? I wanna go all in. Okay, we are done with that. So now I want to go in with the richer neon colors. So I'm going to mix. I want something in the family of red and orange, like the Cheeto colored palette. So I'm going to go in with my Morphe palette. So the shade I will use is so I'll use the shades Hot Stuff, Sub Looks, and Daring. But before that, I need to lay my base for my red tones. So to lay my base, we're going to attempt for the very first time to cut our crease using this. And guys, I know nothing about cutting creases, so pray for me. And if we succeed, well and good. If we don't, we wash our face and we try again. So to cut our crease, this is usually a very good one to cut crease. A good brush for cutting crease. Wow, it's so white, guys. So white, so very white. Oh, I have not seen a concealer that white in a long time. Guys, cross our fingers we can cut this crease. So what I see them do is just tap lightly to create the shape of the crease that they're going to cut. go in with the concealer. Guys, I am so nervous because I have never done anything like this. So there we go. Does that crease appear to be cut? I can hope so. Let's just consider that crease cut. I'm so nervous. Okay. The corner of the eye. Oh, this is super pink. For the inner corner of the eye, let's use
Lonesome dripping, cause we're spending the night. And it feels alright, but it's over now. Time keeps slipping, with your skin next to mine.
We're going to go in with the color Daring.
You brought out the best in me. We had everything we needed. You put me aside and turned out the lights for no reason. Was it a make-believe? Something you never needed? What was it all for? I don't know you anymore. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying. Dangerous, selfish ways to love you more these days. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Had a vision, we held on to so tight. To me it was clear, but you lied to me. Now I keep thinking, was I wasting my time letting you into my life? You brought out the best in me. We had
My lashes and my liner.
the lights for no reason. Was it a make-believe? Something you never needed. What was it all for? I don't know you anymore. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying. Dangerous, selfish ways to love you more these days. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying. Was it all make-believe? Something you never needed? Or was it all for? I don't know yet anymore. We go back, we go back, we go back, we colliding. Hey. Losing track, even God knows I'm trying. Dangerous, selfish dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. We speak but oh nothing. We run our separate ways. Do you ever think about me? Or are you busy with someone else? You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Now grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. Everything has lost its taste. Months of rain and chest pain, heavy breathing, stay insane. Now grab my hand. Months of rain and chest pain, tell me what's the plan? An ocean, a cave, a dream that no one could save, a shelter, a whole act, a light that died with the night. You and I, we got our differences, yet I thought we were more alike than unlike. Months of rain and chest pain, what's the plan? Heavy breathing, stay insane. Grab my hand. Everything is grey inside this narrow maze. We speak